This short video is about the visualization of frequency tables. So we are dealing with categorical variables. As you may remember, categorical variables are a specific type of variable expressing a quality that we typically count. And for example, categorical variables are gender, for example, or the brand of PCs, the hair color, the eye color, your political inclination, etc. And the categorical variables are very frequently used in the social sciences. For example, when we design surveys or questionnaires or other types of data collection tools. And typically, categorical variables are summarized into tables. And the simplest form of table that we can happen to deal with is what is called a frequency table. So let me show you an example of a frequency table. So on my screen, you can see a small table in which we count the preferred method of transport of students to college or university. So we have a total of 50 students, and to each student we ask what is the preferred method of transport, and we take note and we count how many students answer bicycle, how many students answer bus, car, food, motorcycle, or train. And so this is a frequency table, a table which is representing, which is counting the frequency of each category, which is included in our categorical or nominal variable. And so a frequency table is the simplest type of table that we can happen to deal with. In the next video or in another video, we will review the use of cross tabulations that are more complex tables where we cross tabulate one categorical variable against another one. The main difference is that in a frequency table, we just deal with one single categorical variable. Now, sometimes or most of the time maybe, we may want to provide something else along with the counts. Of course, the counts of how many students prefer bicycle, how many students prefer bus, etc., is okay. It's a piece of information which is crucial, is essential. Counts are okay on their own, but sometimes we may want to add an additional layer of information in our simple frequency table, because sometimes we are not really interested in the absolute contribution of each category to the total, but sometimes we may also want to focus on the relative contribution of each category to the total. So, for example, we may want to know what is the relative contribution of 15 out of a total of 50, what is the relative contribution or the proportion of bus out of the total number of categories. So another useful piece of information that we can add to our simple frequency table is just the percentages. So we can add percentages for each category which is included in our categorical variable. In this case, we have slightly reshaped our frequency table. We have sorted the rows, so the categories, in decreasing order of counts. So bicycle goes first because it has the largest counts. Food goes second because as the second largest count, and the same applies to the other rows and to the other categories. And we can also add percentages in order to give our reader a sense of the relative contribution of each category to the total. So Our reader can easily see that bicycle represent 30% of our total sample, food represent 24% of our total sample, etc. Now, we have sorted our rows. Either we can sort our rows either in increase or decreasing order of counts. We can add percentages in order to give our readers an immediate understanding of the relative contribution of each category toward the total. And a table like this is okay, is telling something about the data. And we can use this type of simple reward or reshape table as a basis for some kind of visualization that can make the point of this table even clearer. And this will be object of another video.